Good morning. My name is Katelyn Bode. Today's date is April 29th of 2009, and my password is kitten. Today, my live audience is my stepdad, Larry, and one of my best friends, Savannah. Take a second to close your eyes and think of the one significant other that is in or was in your life that you could genuinely say that you have an amazing relationship with. Now, how do they make you feel? Now open your eyes. According to scientists, when you first meet someone of interest, the brain releases a chemical called oxytocin, which is also called the bonding hormone. When released, oxytocin typically gives you that warm, fuzzy feeling I'm sure you all were thinking of when you thought of that one specific person. Being happy in a relationship isn't as easy as it looks. It takes many things for a person to be at that certain point in their life where they can genuinely say that they are in a happy, healthy, and stable relationship. Many people come up with the excuse of not being with another person solely because they need to figure themselves out, or they can't juggle or handle the emotions that come with it with another person. For the most part, these are some pretty valid excuses to not why to be in a relationship. If you are in a happy and healthy relationship, and that you don't need to figure yourself out, because you typically grow with that other person, and you don't need to question whether or not you're going in the right path. Yet, if you are not content with the person or relationship you are involved in, it may lead you down a path where you start to question and you start to wonder if you are going down the right path or you need to stop putting in work. If you're at a really stressful point in your life, this typically happens. People start to put their weight on stress on other people, and it bounces back, and you ended up fighting with the other people. I wouldn't advise diving headfirst into a relationship with a person that doesn't exactly have a most stable environment. That being said, the cause of a happy relationship and the result of the happy relationship starts with the happiness between oneself and hope that you can further your happiness with another person. If you trust that you will not lose sight of who you are going through a relationship and that you could possibly make life kind of better with that other person, you are on track to being happy and growing with another. Being happy in a relationship affects a person in many ways. Some of these include the happiness within yourself and the people around you, the effect that it can have, the positive increase of mental and physical health conditions, and lessening the stress on the other person. When you are in an intimate relationship, or if you're not in an intimate relationship, there tends to be a drastic decrease in health in happy relationships. Fox News quoted in their article one study published in 2009 in the Journal of Sexual Medicine that people who frequently have sex were healthier mentally and more likely to report a greater satisfaction not only within the relationship, but within their life in general. But not only having sex is the only way, it's not the only way to reduce stress levels. Contact and having contact with other people, you can reduce stress. McMillan stated in her article on health.com that in 2004, a study of 38 couples at University of North Carolina, that both men and women had higher levels of blood and oxytocin, a hormone that believes to ease your stress after hugging. These types of connection are key when it comes to a relationship. Even the slightest touches can trigger that oxytocin, and you can be released everywhere. For example, I'm a pretty high-stressed person when it comes to pretty basic things. My boyfriend immediately notices it. He gives me a kiss on the forehead, gives me a hug, and immediately I am so much happier and more calm. It might not reduce the stress 100%, but it is definitely a huge improvement. Having a good relationship increases your mental and physical conditions in many ways than just one. For example, in a highly publicized 2008 study, researchers at Brigham Young University found that people in happy relationships tend to have lower blood pressure than their single counterparts. It's pretty awesome, right? Due to the outcome of low blood pressure in healthy relationships, it also reduces the risk of a heart attack. So, not only being in a good relationship reduces your stress, reduces your chances of a heart attack, but did you know it also actually helps cure and prevent cancer? In a major study of 3.8 million cancer patients published in 2009, 58% of people who were found to be in a happy and healthy relationship lived 10 years post-diagnosis longer, compared to 37% people who were recently divorced or not in a happy relationship that lived post-diagnosis 10 years. The time I have spent with my boyfriend, he has physically and mentally motivated me to be more healthy. I've suddenly changed the way I eat and the way I work out. I don't think I would have ever been this physically fit in my life without him. This shows that people in healthy and caring relationships not only take care of each other, but they take care of themselves too. When in a relationship, it tends to have a serious impact on your well-being and the mood that you have when you come in contact with others around you. When you exhibit happiness, it tends to have an equal reaction of happiness within others. According to Dr. Ronald Siegel, a psychologist, results from the large Framingham Heart Study showed that when people became happy, the friends and family that were around him experienced a 34% greater chance of being happy. This shows that people's happiness does in fact rely on the people around them. So this should encourage you to not only work on the growth of your happiness, but the growth of other people's happiness, knowing that it will be passed on. I know that if I have a bad day or a good day, I have someone to come home and talk to about it. And that alone is the greatest satisfaction anybody can have. So, you attract what you put off. So if you put off positivity and happiness, you're only going to attract those people and situations in your life. Happiness is the simplest form of a chain reaction. According to psychologist and PhD Marianne Truani, so many factors affect our health, whether it's behaviors we exhibit towards each other or habits we pass on. So, with that being said, being involved in not just a relationship, but a healthy relationship can decrease your stress levels, increase the happiness within not only yourself, but the others around you, and maintain great physical and mental health. So, my challenge to all of you is to find someone who gives you those warm, fuzzy feelings, or those happy butterflies you get in your stomach. Who knows? Maybe just a casual fling can lead into falling head over heels for someone. Just remember, relationships will bring you more good than harm. So if you treat them properly, that's what you will get.